The apps I'm going to share with you today, they are apps that I highly recommend you to use. Maybe my experience could help you decide on which app could be right for you. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Letitia and today I'm super excited to share with you my journey of finding love online. Yeah, I tried very many online dating apps, but today I'm gonna share with you only two. Yes, other apps I'll be sharing them once in a while on my channel. We are going to look at two free online dating apps that I tried, and I'm gonna tell you the advantages and the disadvantages of those apps, and maybe my experience could help you decide on which app could be right for you. Yes, so the apps I'm going to share with you today, they are apps that I highly recommend you to use. If you are one of those people who are just there wondering which free online dating apps to try, then you are in the right place. So let's dive in the topic of today. Our app number one is Mingo. Mingo is a free online dating app, and it is user friendly. It has a very simple approach compared to other apps. So just know that when you download it like this, it will be easy for you to get in touch with other people. It doesn't have to ask you very many questions. It is just user friendly. Yes, especially if you are someone there looking for an app that will become easy for you, will not make things more complicated, then you can download Mingo. I know some of you, when I talk about Mingo, what comes into your mind is Christian Mingo. No, today we are talking about Mingo. Actually, there is Mingo 1 and Mingo 2. So, yeah, you can try them out, whether Mingo 1 or Mingo 2. I think they have the same settings. Yeah, there is no difference between Mingo 1 and Mingo 2. So now I'm going to tell you the advantages and disadvantages of Mingo app, and then later I'll tell you my experience using Mingo dating app. Let's start with the advantages. Our advantage number one is it is very easy to use. Even if you are this person who's not very good with technology, like sometimes there are apps that are very complicated. They ask you this, they ask you that, and you find like it's a long process. But with this app, it is user friendly. Even someone who's not like very much educated, they can find it so easy to use. So it's not complicated. That is one of the advantages of Mingo, and that is why I would highly recommend it to someone who doesn't want to use complicated dating apps. Yes, because there are people who are like me, this app is asking so many questions, I can't handle them, boom, and they delete it. So with Mingo, you are good to go. Just download it and you start interacting with people right away. So I would highly recommend it. Our advantage number two is direct communication. Mingo helps you to start connecting with people without waiting for mutual matches. Yeah, there are apps whereby you'll send a message and you'll wait for them to respond to you. If they don't respond to you, then you'll never hear from them. You'll not even know if they read the message you sent them. But with Mingo, when you send the message, you get to know when they have seen it and they will reply right away. And that can help to speed up the process of communication. So if you don't want the app that will make things more complicated for you, then try Mingo. Okay. The third advantage is it has free features. There are some apps whereby some features you have to pay for them, but with Mingo, most of the features are very free. Yeah. So for example, you can even message someone who is on premium. Yeah, so sending and receiving of messages is very easy, especially for those who don't want to pay for premium services. So you can use Mingo and still chat with anyone. Yeah, and then another advantage is that you can change location at any time you want. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend someone to change location. Let's say you are in Uganda and you change your location and you put like maybe you are in UK. I wouldn't recommend that. But then the advantage of changing the location is that when you change location and you put, let's say, Germany, they will only show you people from Germany. Only people from Germany, no one from any other country. Yeah. So, but when you get in touch with that person, just be honest with them and tell them you specifically looking for you are specifically looking for a man from Germany, and that's why you changed your location so that someone shouldn't sense something fishy, shouldn't call you like a scammer or what. So when you get in touch with that person, talk to them, tell them why you changed your location, because they might think you are in Germany when you are in Uganda. So when you change the location, especially there are people who are like me, I want people from Germany. Me, I want people from this country. I want people specifically from a certain country. So Mingo is an ideal app for you. You can change if you change from Germany and you put like USA, they'll only bring people from USA, and that will increase the chances of getting a man from a specific country. Yes, yeah, because there are people who are like me, I can't date any person from another country. I want a man from this country, and then Mingo will help you do that. Yes. So those are some of the advantages of Mingo dating app. So now let's dive into the disadvantages of using Mingo app. I want you to use Mingo knowing the disadvantages. And if you are okay with the disadvantages, then let's move. Our number one disadvantage is it has a smaller user base. Compared to other dating apps, Mingo does not have a large number of users, which might limit your options. Yeah, especially if you are in a less populated area. So, for example, let's say you are staying like in the village, maybe that village is less populated, then Mingo might limit your options. Yeah, but the only solution for that is to change your location. Put the location, if you are specifically looking for a man from a certain country, change your location and put that country, because that one will increase your chances of getting a man from a specific country that you prefer. The disadvantage number two is it has basic matchmaking. Mhm. If you are this person who's like me, I'm a born again and I'm specifically looking for born again, then Mingo might not be an option for you, because for it is about interacting with everyone until you find you match. There are some apps, especially the second app we am going to tell you about. That one, if you are looking for a religious person, then they will make sure they match you with the religious person. But with Mingo, it has just basic matchmaking, which might make you struggle with getting a specific partner that you like. Just try your luck, and I'm sure you might find your partner there. Or maybe God is speaking through me so that I can tell someone out there who's watching now to download Mingo and they meet their future husband. My experience using Mingo was very straightforward. It was easy for me to set up my profile and start browsing. But also, one of the things I didn't like about Mingo is that I would get very many messages from the people I wasn't interested in. Sometimes the people that were on that app for unserious reasons would message me, and they were in big numbers. But generally, I really had a good experience with using Mingo. Otherwise, hello, I would highly recommend you to try it. Our second app is OkCupid. I know most of you know OkCupid. I know most of you have tried it, but today we are going to know what OkCupid is known for, the advantages of using OkCupid, and the disadvantages, and my experience using OkCupid. OkCupid is known for its more in-depth and personality-focused approach to dating. And with OkCupid, it encourages users to showcase their personality, interests, and values. So let's get to know the advantages and the disadvantages of using OkCupid. But now let's start with the advantages. Our advantage number one is detailed profiles. When you download OkCupid, you will have to answer about 50 questions. I know sometimes some people feel like it is very hectic to answer those 50 questions, but let me tell you, answering those 50 questions is very important because it will help you to get people that have the same interest as you on that app. It will also increase your matches. With OkCupid, that's the only way to increase your matches. OkCupid will match you with people that have the same interests as you. So make sure you answer those questions carefully and read them and understand them. Our advantage number two is match percentage. So, for example, let's say the question is about religion, and they will ask you, very important, important or not important. Like, is religion very important to you? If you put that religion is very important, if you tap on very important, then Cupid will match you with men who also consider religion as very important. And this can help you in finding more compatible matches. So now let's talk about the disadvantages of using Cupid. Our disadvantage number one is time consuming setup, because you have to answer many questions to set up your profile. Setting up your account can take some time. So if you're this person who doesn't have that time, then Cupid might not be right for you. Our disadvantage number two is less localized. Yeah, especially in small towns or small cities, there might be very few users who use Cupid, and that might limit your options too. But that doesn't mean that you should feel like, oh, since I'm not using Cupid, I will not find love. No, you can try other dating apps. So I think those are the disadvantages of using Cupid. But otherwise, give it a try. I would highly, highly, highly recommend you to try Cupid. Yes, right now, let me tell you my experience using Cupid. So my experience using Cupid is that the time I invested creating my profile paid off in the quality of matches I received. The conversations I had were more meaningful, and they were beyond just superficial topics. So I was able to find people with similar interests and values. However, the process required some patience. Yeah, because creating a good profile, and then you have to go through other people's profile which are very detailed. So it took some time, but of course it was worth it, especially if you're this person who's looking for a genuine connection. Then um you really need some patience while using OkCupid. But otherwise, I would highly, 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 1,000 times recommend you to try OkCupid, because it has a free version. It also has a premium version for those who want to pay for it. But I would not recommend women to pay for dating apps. Yes, so try the free version of Cupid, and you won't regret it. So that was my experience using Cupid. It was a great experience, and I don't regret using OkCupid. OkCupid emphasizes on deeper connections and more detailed profiles. It's a platform where the effort you put into your profile can impact the quality of your matches and conversations. So, for those who are looking for genuine connections and are more interested in knowing someone on a deeper level, then OkCupid offers a unique and effective platform. So, I hope that was really helpful, and I hope you'll try Mingo and OkCupid. There are many dating apps I'll be recommending you to use, but today we talked about Mingo and OkCupid, and next time we are going to talk about other dating apps. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you're going to try Mingo if you've never tried it, and I hope you are going to try OkCupid if you've never tried it. So that's it for today, guys. I hope my experiences on these two dating apps give you some insight and help you on your journey to find love. And remember that each app has its unique flavor. What might work for one person might not work for another. And don't be discouraged. Just know your special someone is out there waiting for you. And if you have tried any of these apps, I would love to hear your experience in the comment section below. Tell me your experience about Mingo and OkCupid. I would really, really love us to talk about it. Keep swiping, keep smiling, and take care. Mwah.